Good evening, students. How are you? I hope you all will be fine and must be enjoying the season of festival. So last time we did the chapter number 11, the umbrella man. But we did the chapter only two or three pages we have done. And today we will just go through the 2-3 pages and then we will start the start with the next pages. I'm going to tell you about a funny thing that happened to my mother and me yesterday evening. I'm 12 years old. I'm a girl. My mother is 34, but I am nearly as tall as her nearby. So she is telling the story that, and she is giving the description of herself as well as of her mother, that she is 12 years old and my mother is how much? 34 years old. All right. Yesterday afternoon, my mother took me up to London to see the dentist. He found one hole. It was in a back tooth and he filled it without hurting me too much. After that, we went to a cafe. I had a banana split and my mother had a cup of coffee. By the time we got up to leave, it was about 6 o'clock. So they went to a dentist because she was having a problem with her teeth. फिर my mother took me up to London to see the dentist क्योंकि there was a hole in the teeth में एक hole था. That is why we visited the dentist. So after visiting the dentist, they decided to go to a cafe. And in a cafe, they had a banana split, means कुछ snacks लिए उन्होंने, and they had a cup of coffee. And when it was time to leave the cafe, it was 6 o'clock. So around 6 o'clock, they decided to leave the cafe. When we came out of the cafe, it had started to rain. We must get a taxi, my mother said. We were wearing ordinary hats and coats, and it was raining quite hard. So there was a lot of rain. So they decided to go out, and they decided that they must be having a taxi because they were not wearing clothes properly that were suitable to rainy season. They were just wearing ordinary clothes. So now next, why don't we go back into the cafe and wait for it to the store? I said I wanted another of those banana splits. So daughter advised mother, mom, shall we go back to the restaurant? Shall we go back to the cafe and enjoy the snacks? It is going to stop, my mother said. We must get home. So mother kept saying, no, I don't think so that this heavy rain is going to stop. So we should go now. हमें जाना चाहिए. We stood on the pavement in the rain, looking for a taxi. Lots of them came by, but they all had a passenger inside them. I wish we had a car with a chauffeur, my mother said. Chauffeur means a car with a driver. Just then a man came to us. He was a small man and he was pretty old, probably 70 or more. He raised his hat politely and said to my mother, excuse me, I do hope you will excuse me. He had a fine white mustache and bushy white eyebrow. So this is the introduction of the man that met with the mother and the daughter. Because mother and daughter were waiting for the taxi, but all taxis were having passengers. So in the meantime, they were waiting for the taxi. An old man who is nearly about 70 years old, and his description has been given about his eyebrows, mustache, and what kind of face he was. He had a wrinkly pink face. So he started to talk to them. उनसे बात करना start कर देता है. And then now come to the page number 97. Yes, I saw my mother looking at him suspiciously. She is a suspicious person, my mother. She is especially suspicious of two things: strange men and boiled eggs. When she cuts off the top of a boiled egg, she pokes around inside it with her spoon as though expecting to find a mouse or something. With strange men, she has a golden rule: the nicer man seems to be, the more suspicious you must become. The little old man was particularly nice. He was polite. He was well spoken. He was well dressed. He was a real gentleman. The reason I knew he was a gentleman was because of his shoes. You can always spot a gentleman by the shoes he wears. Was another of my mother's favorite thing. This man had beautiful brown shoes. तो क्या होता है that her mother found him suspicious. उसे कुछ डाउटफुल लगता है कि why this person is so much polite कि हम तो इसको जानते भी नहीं फिर भी हमारे साथ इतना polite क्यों why? So her mother, it was her mother's opinion that if a person uh, behaves very politely and nicely to you, it means something wrong with him. कि इसका मतलब कुछ गलत है कि कुछ ज़्यादा ही polite बन रहा है. और second क्या बोलती है that if person has a good shoes, if person is wearing good shoes, it means that person really a gentleman. तो person सच में gentleman होगा जो nice shoes wear करता है. The truth of matter is, little man was saying, I have got myself into a bit of scrape. I need some help. तो बोलते मुझे help की need है. कौन सी help की need है? My mother's chin was up. She was staring down at him along the full length of her nose. It was a fearsome thing, this frosty nose stare of my mother's. Most people go to pieces completely when she gives it to them. So basically, my mother's behavior is very much. She is very aggressive lady, and when she stares at someone, people really get afraid. कि अगर मेरी नज़र किसी को घूर कर देखते हैं तो लोग सच में उनसे बहुत ज़्यादा डर जाते हैं. I should hope not, my mother said. I felt quite embarrassed my mother's sharpness. So जो daughter थी, she was very much in. She feels ashamed that why my mother is behaving like that. कि वो जो मेरी mother है, उस old man के साथ ऐसा behave क्यों कर रही है? Why she is behaving like that? लिखा ना that I felt quite embarrassed. Embarrassed means insult feel करना. The little man shifted his umbrella from one hand to other. I had never forgotten it before, he said. You have never forgotten what? My wallet, he said. वो और दिन क्या कहता कि मैं अपना wallet जो है घर भूल कर आ गया हूँ. And I usually go for a walk, but I go back to home by doing a taxi. कि मैं पैदल वॉक करने के लिए आता हूँ, लेकिन जब वापस घर जाता हूँ तो मैं टैक्सी करके जाता हूँ, टैक्सी हायर करता हूँ. बट आई फॉरगॉट माई वॉलेट. मैं अपना वॉलेट घर भूल आया हूँ. एंड आई एम वेरी मच टायर्ड. आई कैन नॉट गो बैक टू होम. अब मैं घर वापस जा नहीं सकता क्योंकि मैं बहुत थका हुआ हूँ. आई डो नॉट हैव मनी, और मेरे पास पैसे नहीं हैं. तो हाउ शी विल हेल्प नाउ? कम टू द पेज नंबर 98. Okay. Yes, I know you are, he said, and that is why I'm offering you this umbrella. तो वो ओल्ड मैन कहते थे कि मैं अपना umbrella आपको ऑफर करता हूँ and you give me money for this. कि आप मुझे टैक्सी का किराया दे दो. वो बोलते ना if only you would give me in return a pound for my taxi fare just to get me home. कि सिर्फ मुझे इतना किराया चाहिए, पैसे चाहिए कि I can go back to home. अब वो अम्ब्रेला बहुत महंगा था. इट वॉज सिल्क अम्ब्रेला. तो वो मदर कहती है हाउ कैन आई टेक द अम्ब्रेला in just for this only little money, how can I get this now? Oh, I wish I could, he said. I do wish I could, but I don't think I could manage in on these silly old legs of mine. I have gone to war already. तो इन दोनों के बीच में ये डिस्कशन होती है कि मदर बोलती है if you can come to this place by doing a walk, then why cannot you go back to home? कि तो तुम घर वापस क्यों नहीं जा सकते? फिर मुझे क्यों अम्ब्रेला देना चाहते हो? तो लिटिल मैन बोलते हैं कि मैं बहुत थक गया हूँ, मैं नहीं जा सकता. आई कैन नॉट गो बैक टू होम. माई लेग्स आर नॉट वेरी मच स्ट्रॉन्ग. आई एम फीलिंग वेरी मच टायर्ड. ऐसे ऐसे दोनों के बीच में बात होती है. ठीक है. So now my mother gave me a comfort side alone. There you are, she was telling me you are wrong. He wants me to have it. She finished into her purse and took out a pound note. She held it out to the little man. तो वह लिटिल मैन को पैसे दे देती है एंड टिप के अम्ब्रेला आगे बचे वो ले लेती है. नाउ कम टू द पेज नंबर 99. Why were you so hurried to him in Delhi? I asked. I wanted to satisfy myself. He was not a trickster. trickster मतलब तो वो मदर बोलती है कि actually I wanted to know that that person is really needy or he was just playing a prank with us. कि हमारे साथ just ऐसे बहाना कर रहा था, एक्सक्यूज कर रहा था. तो वो उसका पीछा करते हैं. देखो ना, a real gentleman, she went in wealthy too. Otherwise, he could not have had a silk umbrella. I should not be surprised. It is not a Turtle person, Sir Harry Goldsworthy and something like that. Yes, mommy, this will be a very good lesson to you, she went on. Never roast him. Always take your time when you are summing someone, then you will never make mistake. तो डॉटर अपनी मदर को बोलती कि मम्मा आपको ऐसी गलती नहीं करनी चाहिए. यू वर नॉट बिहेविंग गुड विद दैट पर्सन. आप उसके साथ अच्छा बिहेव नहीं कर रहे थे. वाई यू हैव टेकन मनी फॉर द अम्ब्रेला. आपने उसको पैसे तो दिए लेकिन अम्ब्रेला क्यों रखा उसका. ही वॉज अ वेल्दी पर्सन. ही वॉज अ जेंटलमैन. वो इतना अच्छा इंसान था. एंड यू शुड नॉट हरी अप. आपको इस तरह से जल्दी नहीं करनी चाहिए डिसीजन लेने में. अदरवाइज यू विल मेक अ मिस्टेक. अगर मतलब डॉटर वॉज टीचिंग लेसन टू मदर. अपनी मदर को जैसे करके समझाती है. वी वॉच द लिटिल मैन एज ही टोल्ड मी इन. और वो जो लिटिल मैन जो था वो जब जा रहा होता था तो वो डॉटर और मदर उसका पीछा करते हैं. और वो हर्डली समटाइम कभी राइट लेफ्ट करता है, कभी टर्न. समटाइम ही टेक टर्न, समटाइम ही टेक राइट टर्न, समटाइम ही टेक लेफ्ट टर्न. ऐसे ना ही वॉज रनिंग वेरी फास्ट. He was in a very much hurry, and they were following. Mother and daughter were following that little man. उसका पीछा करते हैं कि कहाँ तक पहुँच जाएगा पर्सन. और why he is in hurry. वो इतनी जल्दी में क्यों है. Means if we have given him money to take a taxi, why he is not taking a taxi. वो टैक्सी क्यों नहीं ले रहा. Why he is running fast. क्यों इतनी जल्दी जाएगा. कहाँ जाना है. तो देखो कहाँ जाता है. पेज नंबर next page. What if he runs around and says, I asked, I don't care if he does, my mother said. He lied to us. अब देखो वो कहाँ जाता है. He went to a pub. वो कहाँ जाता है. pub बच्चे उसको बोलते हैं pub where alcohol people can take alcohol, liquor, beer, whiskey and all. Mostly male people go over there. तो वो pub पे जाता है. अब now mother and daughter got very much angry that that person has taken money from them just to enjoy the beer, just to enjoy the whiskey, just to enjoy the alcohol. So they got very much angry. They have broken, that little man has broken the trust of them. And little man ने उनका जो trust जो है तोड़ दिया. कि वो कहाँ जाता है. पब में जाता है. पहले तो बोलता कि मुझे घर जाना है टैक्सी लेकर. बट he spent the money in the pub. तो जो मनी उसने मदर और डॉटर से ली थी उसने कहाँ स्पेंड कर दी. पब में स्पेंड कर दी. हैव यू सीन. सी दिस. ही इज एंजॉइंग विस्की. तो उनको बहुत गुस्सा आता है इस बात पे. Now come to the next page, page number 101. That's a truly expensive drink. It's a ridiculous, my mother said. Fancy paying a pound for something to swallow in one go. बोलती है मैंने जो उसको पैसे दिए he has spent that money only in one swallow. मतलब एक घूंट में वो पी गया उस पैसे को जो मैंने उसको दिया था. Now what they see that that person again taking a hat, coat and umbrella. अब वो उसी पब से फिर से कोट, हैट और अम्ब्रेला लेता है. एंड देन ही लेफ्ट द पब विद दैट कोट, हैट एंड अम्ब्रेला. उस हैट, कोट और अम्ब्रेला के साथ वो चला जाता है. अब हम इससे क्या सीख लेते हैं. व्हाट वी लर्न द लेसन कि द अम्ब्रेला दैट ही हैज गिवन टू मदर एंड डॉटर, इट वाज आल्सो द अम्ब्रेला ऑफ समवन. किसी और का अम्ब्रेला होगा. इट माइट बी अम्ब्रेला ऑफ समवन. हो सकता है उसने किसी पब से ऐसे ही चुराया हो वो. और अब नाउ ही विल गिव दिस हैट, कोट एंड अम्ब्रेला टू सम अनदर पर्सन. ही विल टेक द मनी एंड देन ही विल अगेन गो टू द पब. मीन्स he will keep on going. He will go on doing these things for the whole day and night. Means it will be in the habit of that person. ये उस पर्सन की शायद हैबिट ही होगी कि चीज़ें चुराना और किसी पर्सन को ऐसे देना बहाने से और उससे पैसे लेना. देन ही enjoys the drink in the pub. So he does the thing again and again. So now mother and daughter got very much angry, and then they have learned a lesson that we should not feel pity on every person. We should not take decision in a hurry. It means mother was right. She was right that she found the little man suspicious in the beginning, and she was right that that little man was not a genuine person. So we will discuss the lesson in Zoom class also. Thank you so much and have a nice day.